This is real estate coach Craig Proctor, and today we're going to talk about how do I get listings in this up and down, sideways, unstable real estate market. Well, we're going to go back to the basics today, and we're going to talk about the best offers to make. We're going to analyze what you're doing right now, of course, what you've been taught to do, and how that's working. And I'm going to share with you a much better approach. So please check in. Let us know that you're with us here today. Let us know what marketplace you serve, and ask any questions that you have. We'll make this interactive. As you know, I got into real estate with no sales background, didn't know anything about marketing at all, and was expected to fail by everybody I knew. But within 3 years, I became the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world. And the way I did that was understanding a marketing system that actually attracted motivated sellers. Okay, that's what helped me go from as dumb as a pile of rocks to the #1 real estate agent in the world for commissions earned. Is I figured out what things to offer seller prospects so they would call me. Now, I want you to think about what you're doing right now with your approach to get listings, because we all want listings. I was taught chase. I was taught cold call, prospect, sit in open houses. That's what I was taught to do. And I failed that first year. Tried hard, did the best I possibly could. But the problem was not only that I was chasing, but I didn't really have an offer that sellers really wanted. So I'm going to ask you to think about, what is your big offer to sellers, right? And what is your big offer to buyers? Here's an epiphany that I had. The easiest way to get a listing was to get the seller to first respond as a buyer, right? If you think about it, most sellers are going to start thinking about where they're going to go to first before they decide to list their home for sale. So I started approaching it from that angle. Okay, what is it that the seller wants, when they're a buyer first? And I started offering lists of homes that were hard to find, difficult to find, because if you're offering something that's easy to find, the prospect can find it on the internet themselves. So I know a lot of you've been taught to say to buyers, well, if you work with me, I'm going to email you daily updates of all the homes on MLS, which they totally can find on their own. So what happens is they say no. So your offer needs to be improved. You see, I have real estate agents come to me saying, I've tried Facebook, I've tried direct mail, I've tried this and that, and none of it seems to work. And what that tells me is, we can't say that Facebook doesn't work, social media doesn't work, direct mail doesn't work. It's that your offer is weak. So we're going to discuss some of the offers that are working for the top real estate agents that I coach. As you know, I coach millionaire agents from all over the United States and Canada. In fact, I've created more millionaire agents than any other coach or trainer or guru. So hopefully this makes sense to you if you're able to take notes, or at least take mental notes. And if you like what I'm saying here today, don't be afraid to smash the like button. Please do check in. Let us know what marketplace you're in, because I have a special gift for you today. I have a report that I want to share with all of you. If you want to drop your email address in, we'll send that out. And it covers, let me grab it here, fresh off the printer here. It's about 12 pages. I just printed the first page off, but it's about how to get listings in this volatile market. So if you drop your email address in there, I'll have someone from my team send that out to you. But it covers all the stuff that we're going to talk about today in more detail. So my advice to you is try to forget what they told you, right? All the stuff that they tell you to do to be successful, cold calling, door knocking, buying leads. A lot of you are buying leads, and you know how that works, right? People are not answering the phone today. How many of you would agree it's really difficult to get people to answer the phone? So you have to call hundreds of prospects to get a few on the phone. And if you're buying like Zillow leads or whatever, they blow you off. They're like, well, I'm not selling, or I don't know what this is about, or somebody was playing with my phone. So buying leads is not a good solution. A better solution is to understand what it is the buyers and sellers really want, and then you control your marketing. Instead of buying leads from somebody else, I want to show you how you can inexpensively sometimes for $0 if we're using Facebook Marketplace, or for example, running paid ads on Facebook with a budget of $5 to $10 a day. So we're going to run inexpensive ads that are going to reach the right prospects, but we have to make the right offer, okay? If your offer is weak, none of this is going to work. It doesn't matter how many ads you run or where you run the ads, just it's not going to work for you. So what offers would work the best? Now remember, every seller pretty much is a buyer before they're a seller. So we want to talk to this person that owns a home who's thinking, I'd like to move, but I can't find another property. How many of you, let me know in the comments if you've got a seller like that would love to list their home, they'd love to move, but you're having a hard time finding them the right property. So instead of saying, I can send you the homes that are on the MLS, which the prospects know they can find on their own, and it's the same offer being offered by other real estate agents, what if you said, in addition to sending you information on all the homes for sale from all the different real estate agents, I can also get you access to unlisted and off-market homes. Now, I know a lot of you are going to judge that and say, well, we're not allowed to do that. That's a pocket listing. No, these homes are not listed, okay? Just hang with me, and I'm going to explain how this works. But how many of you would agree that if you did have access to unlisted and off-market properties, and you could legally do this, that would be a benefit to the seller, okay, who's a buyer first, right? Like they want to buy, and then they're going to list their home with you, but they can't find anything. Well, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to offer them unique properties. It has to be something unique. Obviously, it can't be something they can Google and go into the internet and find on their own. It cannot be the same old thing that all the other agents are offering. This is all I did. This is how I go from as dumb as a pile of rocks, failing in year one, copying all the stuff they tell you to do when you get into real estate, cold calling, door knocking, open houses, to literally, I'm the same guy in the same small town, and I become the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world in 36 months just because I changed my offer. It's not like I became, a better agent overnight. Here's the crazy thing about it. When your marketing's really good, you don't even really have to be that good, because the way this works, if you do it this way, it's inexpensive. Buyers and sellers are contacting you. They're like chasing you now, so you don't really have to be that good. What we want, since they don't answer the phone these days, we want them to call us. So the call to action's got to be offer them something fantastic that's unique, so they call you. Now, you still need to know, how do I handle the call? How do I qualify them? How do I get in front of them? What does a good buyer presentation, a good listing presentation look like? Which we cover all that inside of Craig Proctor Coaching. But let's look at this offer of, hey, Mr. Buyer and Seller, or Mrs. Buyer and Seller, not only can we send you access to all the homes that are listed on the market, which you can find on the internet yourself, we also have access to distress sales, bank foreclosures, company-owned properties, vacant homes, and unlisted and off-market properties. It's a free service. Would you like to get information on those as well? What do you think they say? They say, of course. And then you say, well, great. When's a good time for us to get together so I can take down exactly what you're looking for? And they're going to say, well, why do we need to get together? I can just tell you over the phone what I'm looking for. And you're going to say, well, because I want to have a really good understanding. If you spend 10 or 15 minutes with me, I'll have a perfect understanding of what you're looking for. And that way, I'll only send you homes that are a perfect match. By the way, how many of you would agree that we could, you and I as realtors, do a better job for the buyers and the sellers if they would meet with us? Right? It's not like we're suggesting something that's only good for us and not good for them. Now, if they fight me on meeting, I might say things like this to shake their confidence. I might say, well, are you interested in homes on corner lots? Would you be interested in homes that have aluminum wiring or electric baseboard heating or formaldehyde insulation? So these are usually huge eliminators, and it kind of shakes the buyer's confidence. They're like, well, maybe there's more to this than what I thought. So yes, I'll meet with Craig. Now, how do we get them the unlisted and off-market homes? Easy. You say to your buyer, who's you're trying to get their listing, right? So understand this session's about getting listings, but the way we're going to get the listing is we got to find them something first. You know, how many of you have sellers that even if you brought them an offer for way more than what their house is worth, they ain't going to sell. They're not going to sell until we find them something. But what we offer them on the buyer end can't be, we're going to email you the daily homes. No, that's what everybody else does. You've got to sound different. It's easier to be different than it is to be better. That's what I did. And this is what I teach realtors to do, okay? How to offer them something unique that they really want. So let's take bank foreclosures for an example. You and I as realtors know that every bank foreclosure doesn't represent a great deal. We know that. We see some bank foreclosures are like, well, that place is a mess. It's not a good deal at all. It doesn't matter. The buyer's perception of a bank foreclosure, a distress sale, a vacant home, a company transfer, a divorce, their perception is this is going to be a better deal. Okay, now with these off-market homes, here's the strategy. We ask the homeowner, who's a buyer first, well, what neighborhood are you looking for in town? And they tell you, I'm looking to buy in Glenway Estates. Great. We're going to go to Glenway Estates with our marketing, and we're going to promote that buyer, not their last name, just their first name, to all the homeowners that live in Glenway Estates. And the story we're telling to the homeowners in Glenway Estates is, how would you like to sell your home to one of our super motivated buyer who made us send this information out to you? That's how motivated they are to buy in Glenway Estates. And you, Mr. and Mrs. Home Seller, would not have to list your home and go through all the pain of the traditional way of selling your home and have it on the market for weeks or months. This might be your big chance to sell your home for top dollar. Now, would every homeowner in Glenway Estates who hears that message be interested? No, but we might get 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Well, our buyer is not going to buy all 4 or 5 of them, but we're going to go look at the properties if it looks like it's a good fit. Now you get to call this homeowner and say, hey, look, I think we found you something. I went over and I looked at the house. It looks like it's a good fit for you. They're realistic on price. And would you like to go see it? So you're actually able to deliver on this promise of not only are we sending you all the homes on MLS, right? Just like all the other agents, just like they can go to Zillow and see it on their own, but we have access to other properties that nobody else has. See, now you got something, right? You've got something that they want that they don't know how to get on their own, and it's not being offered by other agents. Okay, so here's some other things that we can do. I want you to think about what is your unique selling proposition, okay, your USP. If somebody wants to type in USP or unique selling proposition in the comments, I want you to give a lot of thought to this. Your USP is the reason why a seller would choose to do business with you versus all other options. And sellers have options, right? The seller could choose not to sell their home. The seller could choose to sell their home by themselves, or they could choose to list their home with you or anyone you compete with. So you have to have a spectacular answer to this most important question as to why a seller would choose to want to do business with you. And you can't be saying the same old thing that everybody else says. If you look at all the real estate agents in your area, you see in their marketing, they say things like, I work hard, I'm experienced, I'm ethical, as if any real estate agent would say the opposite. I'm kind of lazy, I'm not very honest, right? So everyone's saying the same old thing. I want to give you some ideas on what I did. One of the things that I did is I guaranteed my performance. Now, the word guarantee, I think you would agree, is overused in real estate, right? Your competitors will say, well, I guarantee to sell your house fast, or I'll guarantee to sell your home for a top dollar. That's not really a guarantee. That's loose language because there's no consequence. Here's how my guarantee worked. I said to the seller, if Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if we can agree on the asking price, right? So we have to agree on it. But if we agree on the asking price and you decide to hire me, I will give you in writing a guarantee that I will get you an offer on your home in under 30 days, or when it does sell, I'll deduct $1,000 off my commission. Okay, so there's a consequence. That's why my guarantee is more powerful than my competitors, because I'm not just saying, oh, I'll guarantee to sell your home fast. I'm saying, nope, I guarantee it'll sell in under 30 days. You'll have an offer on your home, not closed, but you'll have an offer on your home in under 30 days. Or when it does sell, I'll deduct $1,000 off my commission. Now, of course, if the house doesn't sell, there can't be a reduction on the commission because there is no commission. This is one of the guarantees that helps set me apart from other real estate agents because I'm putting my money where my mouth is. The other guarantee that I gave all my sellers is a total satisfaction guarantee. If you list with me, you're not happy with me at any time, you can just simply cancel the listing and, list with another agent or do whatever you want. They're interviewing other agents, and I would say to the seller, the other two agents that you interviewed, what does their contract look like? Are they giving you an all-out cancellation guarantee? And they would say, no, Craig. If I list with them, they want to tie me up for 90 days or 6 months or whatever. So nobody likes risk, right? So anything that I can do to lower the risk or reverse the risk is in my favor. I made it easy for sellers to make the right decision and list their home with me. Another thing that was really, really great when I met with sellers is because my advertising was working so well to attract buyers, and all these buyers are in my CRM, I was able to produce a list. When I met with this seller, I would bring a list. So here's just a blank piece of paper, but I would hand them a list of the buyers that I'm currently working with in that part of town. So imagine you're the seller, and I hand you like 11 pages stapled in the top left-hand corner, and it's got the name of all my buyers, which one of my team members they're working with, how many weeks we've been sending them pictures of homes, how many pictures they've received, and I hand that to you as a seller. And I say this, in preparation for our meeting here this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I did a search in my database, and I found that I have 71 buyers that are looking here in the northeast part of town. There's 71 buyers. You can see here's their names, here's how many homes I've sent out to them. Should you decide to list your home with me, the very first thing that I would do is I would send information on your home, detailed information, and pictures of your home out to my 71 buyers. Sometimes we get a hit right away. Sometimes we get multiple buyers interested and we create competition for your home right away. It sounds kind of crazy, but it's almost like I've been looking for a buyer for your home before you and I even met tonight. Pause. Now, what conclusion has the seller come to? This guy's got a lot of buyers. Then I say, now I understand you were speaking to two other realtors. Did the two other realtors you meet with, did they tell you about how many buyers they're currently working with? Pause. No, Craig. All the other realtors said is what they would do if we were to list with them, what they would begin to do, what they would start to do to find a buyer. Craig has 71 already. The other agents, their whole presentation was about, well, this is what, we don't have any buyers, but this is what we try to do to find some buyers. So I've got a massive head start. This is positioning. So first, I teach you guys how to generate a lot of buyer leads, and we're going to leverage off the buyers to get the sellers. And then I teach you how to leverage off the listings to get even more listings. See, when I first got into real estate, I get a new listing. It was a race against time. Like, how can I sell this? Oh, I want to load it onto MLS, have another agent sell it, and boom, I get a commission check. But what I learned is if I do this properly, every listing that I get can get me 5 or 10 other listings. This is how we leverage off one listing to get 5 or 10 or even more listings. This is what we coach you up on. Are you guys interested in this? Do you like this? Because I'd like to offer all of you a free consultation. Now, I can't even promise there's any spots left because the demand for this has been crazy. But if someone can type in craigproctorcall.com into the comments, so my name, no spaces, just craigproctorcall.com. When you click on it, it's a clickable link, and you'll go to my Acuity Daytimer. And there may be no spots. You might have to check over and over again because we are full out here. We are helping so many real estate agents change the course of their career. But it is a free breakthrough call. What's the catch? Oh, Craig, it's a big sales pitch. Number one, I don't need your money. I'm good. I sold over 10,000 homes as a RE/MAX agent. #1 RE/MAX agent in the world, and I've been coaching agents for 25 or 30 years. Why do I do this? I like it. Okay, you can see this. I like it. I like the strategy part of it. I like helping you. I remember, I don't forget where I came from. I remember when I struggled, when I first got into real estate. So this is my way of giving back. Now, I've also got this really great report based on what we've talked about on how to get listings in this volatile real estate market. And you can get this report by just typing your email address into the comments below. Just type your email address and we'll get that out to you. Okay, it's about, 12 pages, I think, but it's really good. Now, I also have something else for you. By the way, if this has made sense today, if you like this, remember to smash the like button or maybe the little heart. Give me a little heart there. It's great feedback for us. It also helps the algorithm because the more you guys interact with this, the more the Facebook algorithm is going to share this content with other real estate agents, which you guys can all do this, by the way. If you know of another real estate agent or maybe your broker, because your broker wants to help the agents in the office, why don't you share this? You just click the share button and share it with other real estate agents that you think would benefit from this training. And I have something else for you as well. We're on my business page right now. So the nice thing about this is it didn't cost me any money to do this presentation here today. I would like to teach you how to do this, right? We have this mindset in real estate. Well, I got to buy these leads and then I got to call all these leads. Why are you calling the leads? Well, I'm trying to get somebody to meet with me. Well, why do you want to meet with them? So I can tell them what I do so they'll list their home with me. So what you believe, right? What you've been taught to believe is I got to talk to them on the phone and I got to meet with them before I can tell people who I am and what I do. Well, guess what? I just told you who I am and what I do, and I didn't call you, and I didn't meet with you. I'm not sitting at your kitchen table. So this is part of what we teach realtors is let's take all your good stuff. This is who you are. This is what you do. This is what makes you different and this is what makes you different and better than the other agents. These are your services. And we teach you how to target the most likely home sellers and buyers in your area. And they get to know you because they're watching you on video and they're seeing you all the time. They get to kind of like your personality. And hopefully what you think of me is, yeah, Craig, he's good stuff. He knows his stuff. That's what we want your clients to think about you. #1 battle is they got to know you, right? The biggest battle we fight in real estate is obscurity. Somebody can't list their home with you if they don't know who you are. But we also know just getting them to know who we are is not enough either. Let me prove it to you. How many of you have had a good friend or a relative do business with another real estate agent? And it's hurtful, right? But they knew who you were, they just didn't do business with you. So that tells us that being successful has to be more than just getting people to know who you are. Connected to knowing who you are, they have to understand what makes you different and better. So they want to work with you and only you. And by the way, this is how you don't have to discount your fee, right? If you look at the headline for our topic here today, it's how to get listings in this unstable market without spending a fortune. So I'm talking about inexpensive things that you can do, like Facebook Marketplace, $0. You can run up to 250 ads every day. And paid ads on Facebook, $5 to $10 a day budget. Now, if you're really good with your presentation, you don't have to discount your fee. The only reason you discount your fee is because the seller thinks, well, you're pretty much offering me what the other agents offered, and they'll do it for less. So either you got to do it for less or I'll list with them, because in my eyes, as a home seller, you guys all pretty much look the same and you say the same stuff. That's got to stop right now. Okay, now I'm going to offer you an invitation to my private Facebook group. This is where all the big boys and girls hang out. So this is a public forum. We're on my, my public business page. But if you would like to get an invitation to join my private Facebook group, we've got about 8,000 top realtors there. And here's why this works for me, by the way, full disclosure. When you start talking to other successful Craig Proctor coaching members, agents that I've taken from like zero to millions of dollars. That works in my best interest, but it's going to work for you as well because you get to hang out with people that are doing way more than you're going to learn a lot. So here's what you're going to do. Drop the word private group, type in private group in the comments below, and we'll get you an invitation to my private Facebook group. It's called Rich Agent Secrets, right? Because we share the secrets of agents that are rich. So Rich Agent Secrets. So drop in private group in the comments below and we'll get that invite out. Now, the best thing you can do if you like this is make sure you follow this page. Make sure you leave me your comments below. Okay, what did you think of this today? Am I right on? Do you agree that chasing people is dead? They're not answering the phone, buying leads from Zillow, buying all these leads. Nope, it's not going to get you where you want to be. You've got to be a student of marketing. You've got to offer something unique to set yourself apart from everyone else. You've got to truly understand what buyers and sellers really want. Offer that. Here's the Craig Proctor formula. Offer something that buyers and sellers really, really, really want, and they can't get it on their own. They can get it on their own. Like when you say, oh, would you like a list of homes on MLS? I can send you the daily updates. They're like, no, I'm good. I have the internet. And they're right. And some of these public sites, wouldn't you guys agree, offer more information than they get from us as realtors. I've got one site in my marketplace. It gives you the walk score, the restaurants in the area. It tells the history of the home, how many times it was sold, the price that everybody paid for it, the income of the people in the area. It gives way more information than they would get from a realtor. So these public sites are becoming better than the information that you and I are offering. So we got to up our game. Okay, here's how we do it. Would you also like to get information on homes that are not publicly available? Boom. What are you talking about? Oh, you're looking at the houses on the internet? Oh, those are kind of like the picked over, overpriced listings? They'll agree. They nod their head up and down, right? If you say, have you noticed there's not a lot on the market that matches your criteria? They're like, yeah, we agree, but we've been looking. They look kind of overpriced, look like the leftovers. How would you like to get access to the best deals? Okay, they're not even listed on the market yet. Okay, they're not available to the open public. You can do that? Yeah, what's it cost? It costs nothing. How does it work? Simply tell me exactly what you're looking for. We'll go into that neighborhood. We're going to find homeowners that want to sell, but they haven't yet listed their home for sale, and we connect you. And this is a unique offer that you guys can get coached up on, start making money right away. So make sure you follow the page, smash the like button, give me a little heart, let me know where you're from, okay? And if you want the report, make sure you drop your email address in so we can get you this report right here on how to get listings in this volatile market. So we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm real estate coach Craig Proctor. Take care. Have a great day. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.